Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Mekong River are located south of China on the South China Sea. Our trip will be by air into Hanoi to begin our visit of North Vietnam. Then another flight south and east to Siem Reap and the Angkor complex in Cambodia. Then we will cruise south for 7 days, passing through Phnom Penh to visit, and then on to Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon. Vietnamese call their motherland the land of the dragons. It is the land of history filled with memories of many ancient and modern fables. The Hanoi Opera House is in the central area. Built by the French in 1911, it is considered to be one of the architectural landmarks of Hanoi. The Hilton Hotel is just across the street. Our hotel, the Metropole, is historic, classic, and beautiful. This will be our base while exploring North Vietnam. The food, service, and comfort level are the very best. To get around, we'll hop on a luxurious coach, in this case, to the Ho Chi Minh Memorial. The Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum is a large granite memorial dedicated to the North Vietnamese president who died in 1969. The structure is over 70 feet high and 135 feet wide and was inspired by Lenin's tomb in Moscow. It is patrolled by an honor guard of Vietnamese soldiers in immaculate white dress uniforms. They march to ceremonial guard stations. Worldwide, school children love the adventure of a field trip. Today it is an easy trip from the memorial to the One Pillar Pagoda, a short but noisy walk. The One Pillar Pagoda is regarded as one of Vietnam's most well-known Buddhist temples. The tiny 10-square-meter pagoda sits atop the distinctive single pillar, originally a single large tree trunk. It is meant to represent the stalk of the lotus flower. This central area is a major scenic spot in Hanoi, and along with nearby Nguyen Kiem Lake, possibly the #1 spot for wedding photography. Brides and grooms find scenic locations to put on their best smiles. After watching a few of the happy couples, it becomes a little game to see just who is in charge of the relationship, and perhaps will be from now on. Near the northern shore of the lake is Jade Island and the 14th century temple. Connecting the shore to the Temple of Jade Mountain is the brightly painted Morning Sunlight Bridge. The main gate entrance to the temple provides quite a splash of color. The Temple of Literature is the oldest school in Vietnam, founded in 1070. 6 years later, it became home to Hanoi's first university. 82 stone stelae record the names of successful doctorates of the past, dating from 1442. Each stela sits on the back of a tortoise. Art students sit in the courtyard and draw to reproduce the temple's traditional Vietnamese architecture. There's some exceptional talent here. A temple at the far end of the courtyard contains the altar of Confucius. Tended by storks on the back of tortoises, this is an auspicious symbol of life and longevity. In the back, in red lacquer and gilt, are Confucius and his main disciples, as well as many other statues and symbols. The fast-growing tourism sector is a major economic boost for the country. Total international arrivals in 2011 were just over 6 million, with most coming from China. Teenagers seem to enjoy many qualities worldwide, especially recreation. Practice is what is needed here. Skateboarding is new in this part of the world. Co Quang in Vietnam is a type of Chinese chess. It is very popular in all of Vietnam. The game of strategy represents a battle between two armies with the object of capturing the enemy's general. Distinctive features include areas on the board called the river and the palace. It's quite obvious that it includes the peanut gallery. It seems that everyone is invited to study the options and make all the comments they want. Here a new member is joining in, and he's even brought his own chair. After watching it for a while, you wonder if it shouldn't qualify as a team sport.
It's a communal activity.
1,000 years ago, Li Tai To was the first king of the Li dynasty, which ruled Vietnam for more than 200 years. A surprise to many, the neo-Gothic St. Joseph's Cathedral is the seat of the Roman Catholic Archdiocese. Almost 7% of Vietnamese population is Catholic. Vietnamese have a well-deserved reputation for being hard workers. The largely agrarian society of the country is shifting towards a more diverse economy, and city life is becoming more crowded. Children grow up on a motorcycle. It's just a way of life. The traffic flow is endless, seamless, and efficient. The one theme that seems to emerge is consistency. Nobody gets overly excited or makes erratic moves. Everyone seems to go with the flow. It seems like a strange and difficult place to take a nap, but it works for some. This is not uncommon. It seems that often people eat, sleep, and dream on their motorcycles. Motorcycles fill every major street and alleyway. Staggering numbers of all kinds of vehicles operated by all types of drivers with any possible number of passengers weave in and out of traffic and around pedestrians. Look at the number of people on this motorcycle. Yes, there are 5. It's a very familiar gymnastic step up for this youngster. According to a recent survey, the total number of motorcycles in Hanoi was 2.7 million, and a princess in her very own chariot. The banyan tree is a tangle of a tree. There's another kind of tangle here that is a bit more perplexing. I wonder if anyone could possibly sort out the mix of Hanoi's electrical lines. We marveled at their crossings and tangles and many adaptations. It's enough to give nightmares to any electrical engineer. Wires go everywhere, and nobody, including the birds, seem to care too much. Hanoi has a rich food tradition, and Vietnam's most famous dish, called pho, comes from Hanoi. It is a simple rice noodle soup, often eaten as a breakfast dish in the home or at one of the many street cafes. In the old quarter known as the 36th Street, this bustling area is home to literally thousands of small businesses and shops. Originally, each of the 36 streets' names was related to the products being sold there. Therefore, you can walk from Fish Street to Silk Street to Bamboo Street. It's a great place to explore on foot with good prices. Vietnamese culture possesses several distinctive characteristics that give it a unique style. A surprising form of puppetry based upon a liquid stage is more than 1,000 years old. Water puppetry is unique to North Vietnam. The puppets act out various Vietnamese folklores and folk tales. They have been passed down through the generations with stories such as harvesting, fishing, and of festivals. The puppeteers launch fire-breathing dragons, acrobatic rice farmers, and dancing maidens across the watery stage. The band is impressive and extremely important. It provides the music that keeps the legends alive. Hanoi by night seems almost as busy as daytime. Restaurants and clubs fill with patrons as the neon lights flash their message. People window shop and motorcycles still zip around pedestrians. Located at the heart of Hanoi, close to the old quarter, the legendary Metropole Hotel has a long history of being a popular rendezvous. Since it opened its doors in 1901, it has been mentioned in every guidebook, in newspapers and travel articles. Authors like Somerset Maugham and Graham Greene spent time at the hotel. The Metropole was also visited by great actors of the day, including Charlie Chaplin and his wife Paulette Goddard. An excellent and casual dinner is a great way to end a fun day of exploring. You'll see all of this and more on an AmaWaterways River Cruise.